Divorcing a narcissist, hurricanes, and spiritual exploration. Embarking on the tumultuous journey of divorce can often feel like being thrust into the eye of a hurricane, with chaos swirling around you and uncertainty looming in every direction. It's a life-altering event that can shake the very foundation of your existence. Just like hurricanes, divorces come in different categories. There are those that completely uproot everything in their path, leaving behind a trail of destruction. Then, some inflict significant damage but leave some semblance of normalcy behind. And, of course, there are the rare ones that come close to shaking your life but ultimately leave your metaphorical house nearly intact. In the world of divorce, these categories boil down to just two: amicable and high conflict. The concept of an amicable divorce may sound almost mythical amidst all the tales of acrimony and contention. Yet, they do exist, like rare gems hidden among the rough terrain of divorce stories. But let's not be fooled into thinking they're easy. Even amicable divorces set a baseline for hardship. On the other end of the spectrum lies the harrowing landscape of high-conflict narcissistic divorces. Divorcing a narcissistic wife is just as tough as divorcing a narcissistic husband. It's an arena where emotions run high, and rationality often seems lost, where personality disorders rear their heads and turn what should be a legal process into a battleground wrought with emotional landmines. High-conflict divorces often involve individuals grappling with personality disorders such as narcissism, sociopathy or psychopathy. These cases keep divorce courts inundated and attorneys scratching their heads at how to navigate such turbulent waters. Navigating through the stormy seas of divorce is never easy, regardless of which category it falls into. Each individual experiences their own unique version, from tearful conversations and heart-wrenching decisions to navigating complex legal proceedings. But despite its challenges, divorce also presents an opportunity for introspection and newfound wisdom, akin to a road leading toward philosophical discovery. As we weather this emotional hurricane and rebuild our lives post-divorce, we contemplate deeper questions about love, relationships and resilience. In times when emotions run high, and confusion reigns supreme, finding solace in philosophical introspection might provide much-needed clarity and understanding while redefining our perspectives on life's complexities. So whether you find yourself amid an amicable parting or entangled in the tumultuous throes of a narcissistic divorce, remember that you're not alone on this journey. Just as hurricanes eventually dissipate, leaving behind renewal in their wake, so too will this storm pass, paving the way for new beginnings filled with hope and possibility. In the tumultuous aftermath of divorce, men and women often find themselves at a crossroads where introspection becomes a necessity. During this chaotic period, they are compelled to unravel the threads of their existence and confront the possibility that they may have been living a life not entirely their own. Instead, it may seem as though the narratives and expectations of others have been manipulating you, much like being controlled like a remote-operated droid, with their desires and authentic self overshadowed by external influences. When you were young, were you constantly bombarded by questions from your parents, family members, and friends about tying the knot? The pressure to get married can feel overwhelming, especially when it seems like everyone around you is expecting it. You might even felt awkward for delaying your marriage plans, as if it's somehow not meeting the expectations of those closest to you. The decision to get married is deeply personal, yet the influence of our inner circle could have weighed heavily on you. It's important to remember that this decision should ultimately have been yours and yours alone. Feeling like you have to get married just to appease others can be a heavy burden to carry. This begs the question, was the decision to marry entirely your decision in the first place? In one of the most complex paradoxes, the undoing of a marriage is both your own doing and potentially not completely. The decision to marry was heavily based on meeting others' expectations of you. Divorce can also be interpreted as the undoing of living out somebody else's story and not yours. It's not uncommon to feel the weight of other people's opinions and conform to what is perceived as acceptable or the norm. Imagine a world where you can make choices without feeling restrained by societal pressures. Picture making decisions based solely on your values, desires, and aspirations. When you break free from social expectations, you pave the way for personal growth and genuine happiness. It's time to challenge the notion that we must conform to fit in. Embracing individuality and following your path can lead to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Let's step away from conformity and celebrate uniqueness. When divorcing a narcissist, this is certainly the message when divorcing a narcissist. The shattering experience of divorce serves as an awakening, stirring the soul from its slumber to declare that one has strayed from their true path. The fractures in one's life serve as harbingers, signaling that it's time for a profound shift in direction. The quest for answers leads to a transformative change in perspective that can only be attained through deep spiritual and philosophical contemplation. This inner journey is inherently solitary, an odyssey solely navigated by the individual seeking to rediscover his authentic essence. Amidst the chaos and turmoil of high-conflict divorces involving narcissistic partners, men and women are confronted with the harsh reality of how swiftly and effortlessly they can lose nearly every facet of their lives, including custody of their children. Such dire circumstances prompt profound existential questions. If the person I was married to now wants to destroy my future, what is the real meaning of love? Within this crucible of a narcissistic divorce, these poignant questions surface, spurring men and women on a quest for elucidation, answers that will need an entire lifetime to ascertain. As these individuals embark upon this arduous yet enlightening expedition towards self-discovery and actualization, they are urged forward with heartfelt wishes for success on their transformative journeys. Embarking on a spiritual journey and seeking solace in the profound wisdom of philosophical texts can be a transformative experience. Taking the time to delve into these writings lets you shift your perspective and unearth your true, authentic self. As you traverse this path of self-exploration through philosophical writings, you'll find that each page holds the potential to awaken new thoughts and provoke contemplation. Whether delving into ancient wisdom from renowned thinkers or exploring contemporary reflections on human existence, these profound texts catalyze personal growth and enlightenment. Moreover, embracing philosophical teachings provides an avenue for reshaping your worldview, family, spouse, children, divorce, and fostering a more profound connection with the world around you. Engaging with these intellectual treasures invites an enriching dialogue between your innermost thoughts and the universal truths interwoven within these writings. Ultimately, this journey paves the way for honing a more authentic understanding of yourself, rooted in mindfulness and an unwavering sense of identity. Philosophical literature's transformative power allows for personal evolution, guiding individuals toward embracing their true essence while navigating life's myriad experiences with newfound awareness. Uncover the richness of knowledge encapsulated within these time-honored texts as you embark on a voyage of self-discovery, a trek that promises to unveil layers of insight, kindle introspection, reshape perspectives, and ultimately lead you towards embracing your most genuine self. Are you ready to embark on this soul-stirring odyssey? Let us accompany you on this profoundly enriching quest as we navigate the corridors of philosophical wisdom together. Godspeed. Divorce Coach Oscar.